30 years later, and there was still no justice for the family of Jocelyn Hickenlooper. She was murdered in 1955, and her so-called boyfriend was accused of killing her.
Well, in part two of Forbidden Love, we learned of the challenges facing the judicial system. For every crime, there's a story in The Truth Matters. Here's ABC4's senior crime and punishment correspondent Marcos Ortiz with tonight's Justice Files.
Jocelyn Hickenlooper and Bert Murphy became close friends at a school for people with mental disabilities, and both may have been searching for love, but murder got in the way.
Well, I think it was mostly my problem, because the way I act in the things I did.
The 2-year-old mystery of Jocelyn Hickenlooper's murder comes to an end. Bert Murphy, an illiterate 19-year-old, allegedly confesses to killing her. 2 years earlier, a man accidentally finds her body in Parley's Canyon. In 1955, she vanishes from her Salt Lake home. At the time, her mother tells reporters she's distraught. "I can't stand it. I'm sure Joe has met with foul play."
She was out front in the yard, and my uncle, her older brother, was doing some tile work. He had seen her, and then 20 minutes later, she was just gone.
Murphy becomes a suspect after he's questioned for molesting a 4-year-old girl. According to police, out of the blue, Murphy claims he murders Hickenlooper. During his confession, he says, "I went over and got a rock and hit her in the head, and then she screamed. I didn't know if she was dead or not." He allegedly drags her body to a hole and puts her inside and describes how he buries her. He says, "I had her covered up all the way and with my hands throwing dirt on her." Murphy offers different accounts in later interviews, but each time he allegedly admits to killing her. He's charged with Hickenlooper's murder.
It seems like the confession and a lot of the circumstances surrounding that seem troubling. The facts maybe don't line up. He certainly should have had the right to an attorney.
Prior to the murder, the couple are friends while at the Utah State Training School in American Fork. In police reports, he claims she was his best friend and always danced with her. When she's dismissed from the school, she had written her address and gave it to Murphy. But there's problems with Murphy's confession. He offers different accounts about how he travels to Salt Lake City to see her. Staff at the training school claim he never leaves on the day Hickenlooper's murdered, but her family's convinced he killed her.
I think my family is pretty sure he did it. Someone that could do that to a little girl would certainly be able to murder someone older. But that part is kind of a mystery.
Murphy's competency comes into question. Eventually, a judge declared him insane. The murder charges are dismissed, but he's to remain at the state hospital. More than 30 years later, the Utah Supreme Court determines Murphy's been wronged. One of the justices writes, "Murphy is not mentally ill, but retarded. He's already served over twice the maximum sentence if he'd been found guilty, and the law does not allow this." He leaves the state hospital and enters a group home.
What I'm mostly looking for is to be able to show people I can make it at the outside.
The news crushed the Hickenlooper family. Tomorrow, in our final episode of The Forbidden Love, her sister is devastated and takes matters into her own hands. For the Justice Files, Marcos Ortiz, ABC4 News.